Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Stargirl. And this will be my trailer breakdown for the penultimate episode of Stargirl Season 1, that being episode 12, otherwise titled Stars and Stripe Part 1. So obviously this is a two-parter finale, which I cannot wait for. But before I do the trailer breakdown, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show you guys the trailer, as I said before in my trailer breakdowns, that's due to copyright issues. However, if you guys are here, I'm assuming you've seen the trailer already. If not, then I apologize, and I'll link it in the description down below so you guys can obviously check it out. And obviously, since this is a trailer breakdown, I will also go over the synopsis for this episode and break that down, as it does give us a better idea on what's going on for the episode. And this one is pretty interesting as well. So here we go. With the ISA on their trail, Courtney, Pat, and the team regroup to figure out their next steps. Meanwhile, Rick makes a breakthrough, and the team prepares for a showdown with the ISA. Now, there are pretty interesting stuff to break down from the synopsis. Now, we know that there are more ISA members than there are JSA members. So could it be that those weaker villains like Fiddler, Gambler, Sportsmaster, Tigress will get defeated in this episode, and in the proper finale, Stars and Stripe Part 2, they will be dealing with those more menacing and more dangerous villains like Brainwave, Icicle, Dragon King, and Salmon Grundy. Because, as I said, like, the JSA would be totally outnumbered if they don't at least get rid of some ISA members for this episode. But obviously, as the synopsis says, the JSA are planning ways to stop the ISA, so they do have some preparing to do, especially compared to the experience that the ISA have to the JSA. However, the most intriguing part amongst all is that Rick's breakthrough. So what I think this is that he's been able to crack the code from his father's journal. Now maybe over there he finds answers to what the ISA may be planning, and this notebook would then be the guide to the JSA taking down the ISA. That's my theory, but I don't know. And let's get onto the trailer breakdown now. So this trailer kicks off in a very ominous way, and we have Tigress in Courtney's house in the middle of the night. Now, obviously, Courtney would be prepared to see an ISA villain come to our house since Brainwave has his memories back. So maybe they got Mike to safety and it's just Barbara and Courtney over there, because we do know from the promo photos that Barbara is in that house as well, while Tigress is as well. So it's Courtney, Barbara, and Tigress currently in the house. But we do see Tigress and Courtney going at it. They're fighting against each other, which I cannot wait for. But obviously, from the moral of last episode, Courtney finally embraces who she really is and that she's not Starman's daughter. And now she believes in herself more than she's previously done, and she's found that path in being the hero that Blue Valley needs. So this will definitely make Courtney more alert and more thoughtful in some situations rather than just going at it. And also she'd be more confident in herself as well, and that she could do this. But as I've said before, we have Tigress and Courtney facing off each other. Now the thing is, from episode 6 of this season, I think it was episode 6, the Sportsmaster and Tigress episode, whatever that was, I think it was 6. We know Tigress struggled to face off Yolanda, and since Courtney is more experienced and obviously has like a superpower, you could say, as she has a cosmic staff, I would assume that Tigress would struggle even more to defeating Stargirl than she did Wildcat. But yeah, the house does look very, very chaotic, and both of them are just tossed around the house and obviously destroy some areas. Now in the next shot, we then cut to Sportsmaster in Pat's garage, and he's obviously being beaten the living crap out. And that is the case since Sportsmaster is a much experienced fighter than Pat ever was. So Sportsmaster is obviously going to have the upper hand. Now, we obviously know that the ISA are after them all, after the entire family, since Jordan ordered to kill every single one of them so they don't leave a legacy behind. Now, in this trailer, we do see Pat get brutally tossed around as well while being beat up by Sportsmaster. And the thing here is, Sportsmaster can kill Pat easily if Pat is like defenseless like that. And if Pat doesn't have his stripe suit on, I'm guessing that this would be a trap, and that's what's happening, because other than that, like, Sportsmaster will literally kill Pat if he cannot do anything. So maybe they'll do something like Rick comes in to save Pat, and we get this cool 1v1 rematch between Sportsmaster and Our Man. That would just be such a sick fight scene, as I loved it in the first time, and I'm sure it would be better the second time. Come on, like, who wouldn't want a rematch with Sportsmaster and a more experienced Our Man than before? Or obviously it could also be that while Pat is getting tossed around, he's able to reach out to some mechanics from his stripe armor, and he's able to like blast Sportsmaster away. That could also be the case as well. But as the synopsis was referring to before, the team prepares for a showdown against the ISA. So this could also allude to the fact that they're trying to lure the weaker members of the ISA so the JSA could take them out easily. And as I said, leave the more powerful ones for last. So we could have Rick assist Pat against Sportsmaster, and Yolanda could possibly assist Courtney later on as well. But we then cut to the more interesting part, and we have Dragon King and Brainwave walking into these like chambers looking very, very X-Men like. Now obviously this is the area where Project New America will be executed, and they do need Brainwave to power the thing. So Brainwave could literally like he could take the lead over Jordan. Like, he could say, I'm not powering this without being the leader or something like that, because everything is in his hands. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out. But obviously Brainwave will be like very, very overpowered, as he will have control of all the minds within the country once the machine is fully functional. But so far he will only control half the minds of a full grown brain. So the JSA wouldn't get affected by this, as they are kids and their brains aren't fully developed until they're 25. So the adults like Pat, Barbara and Shining Knight, they could be affected if they are to be taken control of, but definitely not the kids. So the new JSA are pretty much the key to saving everyone. But lastly, in the trailer, we do have Brainwave mentioning something about Courtney Whitmore, in which we cut to Jordan, aka Icicle, saying dead. So that's obviously to, like, I don't know, fool us, I guess. Now, this is a two-parter finale, so obviously you'd expect some sort of cliffhanger for this episode, whether it's the JSA getting completely annihilated by the ISA and that they can't find a way to stop what's coming, or it could also be that Project New America is successful and like they're able to take control of half the minds of the country, and the new JSA will have to find a way to stop it in the next part, in which they will use Rex Tyler's journal, sorry. And as I'm predicting, there are more ISA members than there are JSA members. So you'd expect some ISA members, as I said before, to get cleared off in this episode and then have the big guns released for part 2, where we could have like S.T.R.I.P.E versus Grundy. That would be really, really sick. But yeah, I'm very, very interested to see how this all plays out. And yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. I'm interested to see like how excited you guys are for this episode. And yeah guys, I will see you guys in my next video.